Hello, Los Angeles Dodgers fans. We've got fresh, exclusive videos and the latest updates just for you. Before we dive in, make sure to join our channel and hit that like button. This is the best way to stay on top of all the breaking news. The Los Angeles Dodgers find themselves at a crucial crossroads as the season progresses, especially after the unsettling injury to one of their key infielders, Max Muncy. For a team that has built so much of its identity and success around solid, dependable players who can deliver under pressure, losing a figure like Muncy, who has been a constant defensive force and a fan favorite, is never a minor hiccup. This injury came at a particularly intense moment, right during Clayton Kershaw's milestone game when he struck out his 3,000th batter. A historic feat for any pitcher, yet the joy of that achievement was tempered by the sight of Muncy going down with a knee injury during a play that sparked debate among players and fans alike. Injuries are part of the game, especially in a sport as demanding and unpredictable as baseball. But they always carry a weight beyond just the physical toll. When a player like Max Muncy goes down, it creates a ripple effect through the entire roster. Not only is there the obvious challenge of replacing his bat and presence on the field, but there's also the mental hurdle for the team to overcome, knowing that one of their cornerstone players is sidelined and uncertain. The Dodgers front office and coaching staff have been closely monitoring Muncy's recovery, and reports indicate that he is making positive strides. That said, the reality remains that even the best recovery can have its setbacks, and the team must prepare accordingly. The Dodgers have been one of the most competitive teams in recent years, with a lineup stacked with talent and versatility. Max Muncy, despite some early struggles in the season, found his groove again and re-established himself as one of the most consistent hitters in the lineup. His ability to deliver clutch hits, drive in runs, and maintain a strong presence at the plate has been invaluable. The thought of losing that, even temporarily, puts the Dodgers in a position where they must consider how best to fill the gap. It's not just about throwing any player into the infield. It's about finding a utility man who can seamlessly integrate into the roster, provide solid defense, and contribute offensively to keep the momentum going. According to recent reports, the Dodgers management is indeed exploring options to add such a versatile player before the trade deadline. While the team has been focused on getting their starting pitchers back to full health, a critical factor for their postseason ambitions, they recognize that the injury to Muncy presents a potential vulnerability. The strategy seems clear: continue nurturing the health of the pitching staff while simultaneously bolstering the bench with a utility player who can cover multiple positions and take some of the offensive load off the injured stars. It's a smart, proactive approach that shows the Dodgers are thinking long-term about their roster stability and playoff readiness. One of the intriguing aspects of this situation is how it highlights the broader challenges teams face in maintaining peak performance throughout a long and grueling baseball season. Injuries are inevitable, but the teams that navigate them most successfully are the ones that anticipate possible issues and prepare contingencies. The Dodgers, given their experience and resources, are no strangers to this kind of roster management. Bringing in a player who can step in and fill multiple roles isn't just about numbers, it's about chemistry, adaptability, and the ability to keep the clubhouse confident and focused. Max Muncy's role on this Dodgers team extends far beyond his batting average or home run count. He is a leader, someone the team looks up to in critical moments. When he struggled earlier in the season, it was not just his stats that took a hit, but the overall rhythm of the lineup seemed off. However, his ability to adjust his approach, specifically improving his focus and vision at the plate, allowed him to regain that offensive edge that Dodgers fans have come to expect. His recovery from injury, then, is about more than just getting him back on the field. It's about restoring the heart and soul of this team's offensive engine. If Muncy's injury turns out to be lingering or more serious than hoped, the Dodgers front office will need to act decisively. Bringing in a utility player who could reliably take at-bats and defend competently would provide crucial insurance. Baseball is a game of momentum and small margins. Having a player who can step in without disrupting the team's flow could be the difference between making a deep playoff run or falling short. This kind of depth is often overlooked, but is absolutely essential in championship-caliber teams. Meanwhile, the Dodgers are also experimenting with their lineup to find new ways to spark their offense and adjust to changing circumstances. A notable example is the recent shuffle that saw Shohei Ohtani and Mookie Betts switch spots in the batting order. This was a strategic move by the Dodgers manager, Dave Roberts, designed to shake things up and help players get out of slumps or adjust. Their approach, Betts moving into the leadoff spot, reflects a shift in mindset, focusing more on quality at-bats and setting the table rather than getting caught up in mechanics during a rough patch. Ohtani's reaction to this change was refreshingly positive and shows the team's overall culture of adaptability and communication. He expressed no hesitation in swapping positions with Betts and emphasized his willingness to do whatever helps the team. This openness to change among star players is vital in a sport where flexibility can unlock new offensive dynamics and keep opponents guessing. These kinds of lineup tweaks are not new to the Dodgers. In fact, communication and collaboration among players and coaches have been key to their success in recent seasons. When Betts returned from injury last year, they carefully adjusted his spot in the lineup to complement Ohtani's presence at the top, showing how the Dodgers managed their superstar talent to maximize team performance. This season, those conversations continue, reflecting a collective effort to keep the team competitive despite challenges. Manager Dave Roberts has also been transparent about the temporary nature of some of these changes. He isn't certain how long Betts will remain the leadoff hitter, but has indicated it might last at least until Max Muncy is ready to return. In the few games since the switch, Betts has already shown signs of contributing positively, collecting hits and walks that help ignite the offense. While Ohtani continues to adapt to his new role smoothly, this kind of in-season adjustment, along with proactive roster management, is exactly what teams aiming for postseason success need. The Dodgers' approach to the Muncy injury and their willingness to explore trade options and lineup changes speaks volumes about their commitment to staying at the top of their game. In a league where the margin for error is razor-thin and the pressure is immense, these details often make the difference. As the Dodgers continue their campaign, the balance between health, strategy, and flexibility will be crucial. Watching how they navigate this period, whether through a new utility signing, lineup shuffles, or continued player development, will be fascinating for fans and analysts alike. Max Muncy's recovery remains a central storyline, but equally important is how the team rallies around him and keeps pushing toward their ultimate goal, a championship run. As the Los Angeles Dodgers navigate the challenges of the current season, there's no doubt that every decision they make, from roster moves to lineup adjustments, carries significant weight. Beyond just Max Muncy's injury and the potential additions the team might pursue, the dynamic within the squad, the health of other key players, and the evolving strategies will all shape how the rest of the season unfolds. One thing that stands out is how the Dodgers seem to be managing these shifts with a combination of pragmatism and ambition, never losing sight of their ultimate objective, but also adapting to the realities on the ground. Shohei Ohtani and Mookie Betts switching spots in the batting order isn't merely a change on paper. It's an example of how subtle moves can have a big impact on team chemistry and performance. Ohtani, who has been a central figure in the Dodgers lineup, adjusting from the leadoff spot to batting second for the first time in over a year, reflects both his willingness to embrace flexibility and the team's commitment to optimizing every at-bat. This kind of adjustment can influence not just the way pitchers approach the lineup, but also how the hitters themselves approach the game mentally. When a player of Ohtani's caliber openly supports such a change, it sends a powerful message throughout the clubhouse about unity and adaptability. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. In what could become one of the most sensational moves of the MLB season, whispers are growing loud around the league suggesting that Vladimir Guerrero Jr. may be on his way to Los Angeles. The Toronto Blue Jays slugger, a cornerstone of their roster and a fan favorite north of the border, is now being linked with the star-studded Dodgers in what some insiders are calling a potential blockbuster deal. While no official confirmation has been made by either organization, sources close to the situation hint that negotiations may be further along than initially expected. Guerrero Jr., known for his explosive bat and charismatic presence, could be the perfect addition to a Dodgers team already loaded with talent, but hungry for another World Series title. With the trade deadline looming and the Blue Jays struggling to find consistent form this season, speculation is mounting that the franchise might be willing to make a bold move and reshape its future. The Dodgers, never shy about making high-profile acquisitions, are reportedly keeping a close eye on Guerrero Jr.'s situation. Adding the all-star first baseman would not only bolster their offense, but also make a powerful statement to the rest of the league. Fans and analysts alike are already imagining the terrifying prospect of Guerrero Jr. batting behind Mookie Betts and Shohei Ohtani, a trio that could redefine modern baseball dominance. There's also talk that internal conversations within the Blue Jays front office have begun shifting from long-term retention to asset maximization, with Guerrero Jr.'s contract situation becoming increasingly relevant. Some believe the time might be right to move him, while his value is sky-high, of course. Such a trade would send shockwaves through the sport, and many remain skeptical that Toronto would part with their franchise player mid-season without a substantial return. For now, it remains in the realm of possibility. But in baseball, where smoke often leads to fire, the growing buzz around Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and the Dodgers is something no fan should ignore. Keep your eyes on this developing story. It could become the summer's biggest surprise. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.